Hi guys, in this tape we're gonna take a look one of the newest pass we have developed in the past year that we're gonna call X pass. Jiu-Jitsu has changed so much along the years, so what we need to do is always update and come up with something new for you guys try and see if you guys can apply, because every day a blue belt, a purple belt, everybody create a new way to do the positions, new way to develop the passes, and that's why we try to come up with some ideas and make it really work. And sometimes we have to adapt and change a little bit the grips and change a little bit the way we're gonna approach. And each person or each instructor has his individual way to show sometimes the same position. And the X pass is a pass that is a combination of a different instructors that pretty much I use in my style to create a different way, a different approach, and that's what we're gonna do now. But first, I would like you guys just to review from the Revolution 1, how to open the guard, because there is some points that a lot of guys already ask me, and they have been in trouble and how to get there. So I want to make sure you guys are ready to the X guard. So let's gonna take a look first how to break the guard, how to open the guard, and both ways. So basically, lay down. First of all, I'm not gonna go through too many details here because you already saw this in Revolution 1. But the main thing that the people are getting in trouble when they're gonna open the guard is that once they hear, is too close? Yeah. Once they hear, they are bending the way back to try to open the guard, and this is create no leverage for open the guard. So when you're gonna open the guard here, you have to make sure, another thing, your elbow has to go down and you kind of be in the side position. But your upper body cannot go down or you're not gonna be able to open. You have to make sure that you keep it stiff. And what you're gonna do now, you're gonna start to pull in the knee, or you can put your hand as a knife, just here inside of the knee, or even there, you can drive your hand between the feet to get the open the guard. But what open the guard, guys, is not the push, is not the hand, is not how hard I try to break. Is as soon I make my grip, I step and continue making the circle. And you see what goes down is my hand, not my body. The body cannot go down. That's why it's very important, it's very necessary for you drill this position. You stop at this position and make your opponent, okay, try to take off my base. And then you're going to try to take off her base. You cannot just freeze here. As soon as he starts to break your base, you move it. You move it. You see that's when you get the gap and he cannot able to keep the close guard. Okay? So we are here. Just stay here. Then let's gonna drill for a little bit. He's moving, you're here. You see that every time that he push me, I move it. But you see that I don't lose the eye contact. I'm always gonna be facing him. I'm here. And then I create a space for the pass. Okay? One more time. Get in position, start to pull, and I create without bending my body down. Okay? The second variation, guys, when I want to pass a stand up, the guys are having a little bit of trouble here. So, like I said, I'm not going to get into the details. So, we are ready here. We already stand up. And what is happening here, most of the guys are holding the leg around my leg, your hand, yes. And that's what is happening. So in this case, you don't have that much grip here because the guy is already blocking you. You don't have that step that we just did in the ground. That's the same that we're going to do on the standing. So what you're going to do here, guys, we switch. And now you have the same angle for the other side. You guys have to always remember, we have to work with both sides. Sometimes if our opponent lock one side, you have immediately to try something for the other side. Otherwise, it's going to be just a strength. So I don't want this to happen. So I'm here. You hook my leg, switch right away. Turn, knees, put the pressure in the ribs. And then I go for the pass the guard. Let's get into the X pass right now. So like I told you guys, I have my unique approach. I believe that when I step on him, when I block one side, I limited everything that he can do, like we already talking about in the Revolution 1. So the thing right now is how I'm gonna find a quick way and an easy way that I don't need to have that much ability and that much knowing to go for the pass. Because a lot of people question about how good they have to be able to apply these moves that we show. And I'm gonna tell you, X pass, even if you are a white belt, you can already start doing this move because it is a very quickly move and you don't require you that much ability. Just require to pay attention about the timing, pay attention about when you're gonna start to do it and do the right movement. That's why I'm gonna break in all the pieces. So basically, I'm here, he's putting his legs, I'm here for him. I'm gonna grab the collar and keep in my regular base. My left hand is gonna hold outside. I don't hold here because you're guys gonna see later that why I hold here. And what I'm gonna do now, guys, I'm here. I'm gonna keep putting the pressure with my knee, like we here. Just keep the pressure, but without lose this. We have to be able to keep this. And you see that I'm in a diagonal position. I'm not here. I'm a little bit back. What I'm gonna do here, guys, I'm gonna force him to create a reaction on his leg. As soon as he creates the reaction, he starts to push. You see that my leg now feels like moving back. What are you guys gonna do? You guys gonna kick the leg back and it's straight. You see that my left leg didn't move. I stay here. What I did, as soon as he kicked my leg, I just straight the leg. And now comes the part of the move. This hand just gonna push down. You see how I still keep the control and I don't make him move because this hand is controlling him against turning that way. I'm controlling. He tried to turn this way, I'm on the leg. And then the finish of the position, we're just gonna add the knee. But when you add the knee, we're gonna add the knee towards him. I'm not gonna add the knee side. So when I do this, I just finish here. That's why we get this name, because when we finish here, we finish with an X. And the important part, we don't lose the grip. You have to keep the grip, because the X pass is a transition for a crossbody, is a transition for a mount, is a transition for a submission, is a transition for the crossbody. So it depends how your opponent is going to react in the end. That's how you're going to apply. So I like to say that this is a transition, because I'm here. And then from here depends what kind of move he's going to do it. I can go to the ground. I can drive the knee to the mount. He stop pushing my knee. I can go for the arm lock. So you have a lot of variations that we create from this. But everything's going to depend on how fast and the timing that you can apply the situation. That's why it's very important to pay attention about the details again. So I'm here. Remember, it's the same, the Revolution 1. I'm here. I start from here. I push. He reacts. Remember, look what my leg does. my leg step out. I lift. And look what the gap I have here now. I just shift. And that's when my leg back. But when I leg back here, already holding him. That's why it's really hard for him to avoid. Because even if he try hook my leg with this hook, he helps me. If he try to move this leg to find any space or any hook in my other leg, he's helping me, because what I just do, he just move around and get here. And I cannot forget to mention, my inspiration for this kind of position was a black belt from Brazil, Paulo Barroso, that has a similar approach, and Leo Vieira, that is another great champ that has a similar approach. But that's unique. That's something that I make up and I put together and try to see what the space that were open, and now you are tighten up. So I open the guard, I approach it. Boom. Same thing. Same thing. I push, he react. I'm here. Doing the X pass. Again. And finish the pass. The thing that makes this pass unique is because now we are work with a diagonal grip. You are gripping the leg and the cross collar. And that's what makes it different. And especially how we finish the position. Because we finish kind of a lock his body. That's what make kind of a different pass, because most of the pass when involve you make a circle and you go around with his leg, like for example the toreada. When you do this, we still give him mobility with the upper body, because he can move, push. He can go to the side and he can start to create a circumstance to push you away. In the X pass, I lock him. You see that my feet get towards his body and my knee is already close to him to approach what's coming here. So it's very hard for him to find a way to get away of this. I've been trying this with all the guys, training with different partners, and it's been really successful, and nobody's still coming up with some escape from that. So if you guys come up, please tell me, because it's something that I really want to know. And the thing is, a lot of people, and this is a variation for the cross knee, because people like a lot to cross the knee, but sometimes the guy don't give you the knee and switch the hips. Switch no, to the other side, yes. And then what you do? You just step back to go here. The thing is, everybody is start ready to block the knee. That's why instead of that, you can sometimes fake it and stay here. Because the most important thing is lock leg and upper body. That's what makes this really successful. Because if his body cannot move, you're able to keep him in the same place as soon as you go with the leg around and stay. And like I told you guys, the position is not finished. We're still going to have to opt for some of the options that you have. The mount, the knee in the belly, go for the arm lock, go for some choke. That's when you can leave the grips and apply for something different. Let's take a look now about some variation and some aspect that's going to happen in the process of passing. And the first detail that we're going to take a look is when the leg is out. You see that now, even if I step really back, I'm still locked. I'm not able to complete if his foot is in my hips or if it is inside with the hook. Perfect. I'm there. But when his leg is outside for some reason, I don't have more this. I lost my escape to the side. And a very important detail, guys. When you want to do the X pass, you don't need back nap. That's one of the things that the people are getting confused when they start to apply for the X pass. When I'm here, I don't do this to this. No. In the X pass, this doesn't exist. The X pass is from here. You note that my left foot don't move back. It's just the leg that push when he react. Look, I move up. That's what make different from the toreada, make different for the cross the knee, make different for any kind of pass you guys have seen. Once we stay in the position, we don't move, we don't drive, we lift the leg and then shift and pass. There is no moving forward or back. It's just the leg that kicks and you axe. That's the only thing. So in this case, the leg is totally outside. So I don't have how to do the same thing unless I move back, but it's not what I want. Because then we're going to change the game. So the variation here that I create involve the cross knee and the body work. And that's what we want. So I'm going to force him. When he starts to react, my knee is then go with my leg out. It's going to make a pressure on his knee. So I push him. He reacts. I bring it. You bring it to your knee, but not putting your body. It's not like the traditional pass that you already saw in the Revolution 1. When I do this, I want to almost hit his leg with my whole body. He's going to pass everything here, and he's going to turn. And my hand here is going to guarantee that he's not going to move. Like I said, how important it is, the hand in the collar. So I'm here, the leg is out, I force. You see this hand has no, you don't need push and pull. It's just to keep the hold. Or sometimes you don't even hold. You hear, you push, he react, you just shift and create and go to the side. You see that I'm not driving the knee here. It's not. It's a variation. I'm just kicking his knee with my knee. I'm in a posture, the leg is out. Look, he push. You just get to the side. It has to be a very fast move because we're not going to keep digging for the pass. No. We're just going to throw the knee. Remember, like in the basic one that you do this. Now, you're going to do this. Instead of this, the movement is this to the side. And what gives me the base, continue with the base, is the grip. I'm blocking the body. That's why I don't need to commit my body to him. I just keep the grip. I'm here, force. I have no the axe. I just throw. I just throw and get here. Okay? One more time. And also you can fake a little bit to make he create the resistance for that side too. So I'm here, yes, he resists, boom. We just throw the pass on the side and complete the technique. Now we're going to take a look about the variation for the opposite side, what you call negative X pass. Because, like I told you, every time the guy block your side, you must have another alternative for the other side. You have to think always about the other side. Because that's what's going to give you a different angle, a different approach to give you more elements to pass. Because after you guys see this, you're going to back to the academy and you're going to start to find a lot of problems because the guy in the bottom already going to know the pass, and as soon as you start to grip, he's going to try to avoid the pass and by his way. So that's one more problem and one more solution that I give you guys here about the X pass. So I'm here, I approach him, everything's okay. He's putting the feet here so he allows me to do the technique. But what happened now, he already know the X pass, and the guy in the top start to be successful with that. And what's going to happen as soon as I approach, he's going to shift his hips to this side. So if he does this, there is no more X-pass. Look how far am I to approach him. Look what happened in this situation. If his hips is totally flat, playing guard, it's easy for me to do this and go here. But when I hold here, his hips turn to the side, it's too long for me to do this and go all the way around. I don't have the space. And also, shift the hips. I cannot cross the knee too. Because if I try to cross the knee, look, no space, no base to cross the knee. So what he left? Take a look for a different angle. Stay here. Shift the hips. Look, I don't go. Look how far I have to go if he hits switch. I don't have. And also, I don't have elements to cross the knee. Look, my knee cannot go over. Switch. Turn, shift the hip. How am I going to cross? I don't cross the knee. I don't have elements for this. That's why the only option we have is the opposite side. But we're going to keep the same grip. We're going to keep the same approach, the same resistance, the same everything. But now, I'm holding here. I get the position. I already start to do his chef. When his chef guy, I'm going to keep the same grip and I'm going to just slide my knee to the ground and hold it. Going to the side. What you do in the situation, you kind of sit to the side over his leg. And that's what's going to make the pass successful. I'm here, his shift, look what happened. I kind of sit like this. You want to do this. To the side. But with the grips, that's what make really effect. So when you sit, I force here, you sit here. To the side. But making sure that you have the grips. That's what's going to make the pass effect. So we are here, his chef. And now he's going to start to turn. You put your weight on him. What happened is, take a look, guys. I have this and this. He's on his side. As soon as he starts to turn, look my body. Start to reach with the leg in the bottom. Leo, look. He sometimes will hit you here, or he try putting the guard. Put in the guard. Put in the guard. He don't put for one reason. Look for the other angle. Here. When I sit here and start to pass, look at the pressure that I'm doing with the hand and with the arm here. If this leg comes here, he's able to put in the guard. But you see that at the same time I sit, I stretch my arm and keep this leg there. So he has no power and he has no leverage to put this knee in the guard. That's why I make so successful, because I stretch him in a certain way. Look, even if I stay like this, put in the guard, Leo. Come on, Leo. You just shift, and also the hand start to dig in the collar. So you have a very strong grip in the diagonal. In other words, 1 second. When he does this and this, look, this leg kind of is like he put your foot there, you cannot move, and here. So you kind of this. You're in 2 points, but you don't move. And his way is all on you. That's why I make it really hard for you. And also, even if you push to the position, Leo. Go. Even if I push him, I don't have angle. Even if I start to go, I still don't have. I try to hold, he's gonna just shift. And I'm gonna finish the guy passing my guard, because if I don't have my both legs free, I cannot scoop my hips. That's what don't give me angle. And also the hand in the collar block taller than me to trying to belly down. So in the end, Lay down. I'm gonna work with both. I'm gonna start here and then here. The hands, you don't need drive too much, but if you shift, it's okay too. Especially because this you're gonna try to keep on the ground when you do this. You do this. That's the movement when you go for the outside. Now we're gonna do in a kind of a slow motion. No, before that, I'm gonna start to go, he shift. Look, down, my head down, fall. And then you're gonna complete the technique. Here, to the other side. Let's gonna keep studying the X-Pass, give you a different scenarios. Right now, we're gonna give a solution for to pass when the guy is doing a butterfly guard. That's a very common and very traditional way of play guard. So we have to be able to understand how we're gonna connect and how we're gonna try to execute the X-Pass, because it's pretty much the same precision that you use in the standing. But the problem that the people have is that sometimes they don't give you enough details for you to be able to really practice that. I'm not only showing the pass. I want to break down and make sure you understand each step until you get to the pass. And so that's what we're going to go now. First thing, when somebody approaches you in the butterfly guard, the first thing that you cannot let happen is he close the distance here. You don't want this, because this take off all the resistance that you could make with the arm. So it's really hard. He's already locked me here. It's really hard for me to work from here. So as soon as he play half butterfly with me, the first thing I'm gonna do, I stop him. I stop with the hand in the collar. That's the first thing. And remember that the other grip is right there, in the same thing. And now we're gonna have an extra to help us, because I don't want he keep moving towards me. So what's gonna help me in this situation is my head. So no matter which side he start to turn, my head is gonna be pushing him in order not to push him back. I don't wanna do this. I just wanna keep him, prevent to come too close to me. So I stay like this. Stay like this. And another detail that you guys have to pay attention. I just gonna pass from the X pass if he hold my belt with the right hand. Because if I try to go to the other side with the right hand, it's not gonna happen. I'm locked. He's still locking my body. So if he hold with this side, is always X pass. With the other hand, negative pass. So I'm here, he hold. What we're gonna do here, the same thing I did in previous. I'm gonna kick the right leg, and I just gonna shift again. But this time, my knee is gonna drive under his leg, not in the belly, because now we're adapting for the ground. We don't have a space. If I try to do this and come up, he's already gonna move and put in the guard. I don't want that to happen. So he's here, I'm here, I'm start to go here, I kick back. Here, you see how all my body now is pushing him? Look where's my knee. My knee is taller inside. Look my hand in the collar. Don't allow him to go to the other side. So I finish it here, he tried to go that side, I'm here. I'm here holding him back. That's why you make it really hard for him. We are here. Head. You see, I block his action to don't let his shoulder get close to me. If he get here, look, I don't have too much angle. That's why he hold my belt, head here. The head goes down. You kick, and you hold him. Let's gonna see this for a different angle. I'm here, he approach, Look my head. You kick, and now you just shift. Look. And I'm still gripping here. Now my knee is going to come all the way from my body. And right now, you don't need more the other hand, because your leg is already inside. You're already blocking the action. And the other hand, if he start to turn, you're going to go straight for the neck, and you're going to have a clear submission hold. One more time. Hold. Look, I'm here. You see how far is my hips? I don't give him my body. If this happen, guys, we're going to start to move it. And get my head. Cross. And approach for the perfect pass. We watch what happened when he approached us with the right hand. Now he's approached us with the left hand. Look, when he approached me with the left hand, now if I put my head in that side, I'm giving him the sweep. That's why you have to take a look of both sides of the pass. So if I have my grip, he hold there. What I can do, I can switch hands and now start to pass for the other side. But people don't have the same ability to pass for both sides. So you kind of gonna get stuck. That's why you choose the negative side, the other side. Just a few people have the same ability to do both sides. So what we're gonna do now, he hold here, I have the same grip. My elbow, the first thing, your elbow, look, outside, no power. Inside. That's the first thing. I'm here, inside. What happened now? Now I can shake my head, but your head's gonna go down. And now you're gonna do the same. Keep the leg on the ground, follow, and complete the pass. Switch. So you guys take a look about what I do. It's the same procedure we're gonna do in the standing X guard, but just we're gonna keep my head low. So he hold with the left. So I hold here, I shift my elbow inside, create the gap, look, push down, and now just fall like you're sitting. That's how you block. Even if he start to escape the hip, you just move it. You just move towards him. Again. Put the hand. Look, as soon as you do this, guys, you see how my body turns this way? Now, even if he start to go for the sweep, look, my elbow is totally blocking. Totally block go, even if you have my hand. Look, the elbow is blocking. That's why you just fall. And complete that turn. Look what happened. When the hand goes to the belt, as soon as you do this in turn, you see how his body shifts? He doesn't have more the same angle that he would have here. That's why I'm here. Head down, push down, sit. And complete the negative side. Okay guys, now it's my favorite variation for the X pass, that in fact I have a similar situation for MMA and no gi. And with the gi we're just going to apply, in fact, when he sits for the butterfly guard, is the best spot that you can apply for the X pass, because he's going to be all tied on your legs and upper body. So you don't need to stretch that much your arms to get the position. So suppose I'm here, I don't want to get connect to him, I don't want to get that close, so I'm going to move a little bit back. What I'm going to create a sit of him. As soon as he sit, that's the point that it has to be. You cannot just hold here and start to think about hold the other again. Because right now, if he already start to feel it what you want, as soon as I hold here, he's going to back down and pull guard. So you kind of miss the momentum to go for the pass. So when you are here, everything has to be connected at the same time. You see that when I back, I don't back like this, because then I'm going to have problem to shift my leg. When I back in diagonal, I back in base. So he sit here at the same time. As soon as he sit both, and now just again, the same thing. It's going to be the same procedure. But now I don't need to go with the leg. That back, because I don't need that much space. I can go just a little bit, because how you can see, his legs are on the ground and his body is totally here. So it's not like he is down. So I just hold it, and look what my leg does. Just a little bit. Just almost like just a step out. And you see what my hands does? You cross. It's very important, cross here. Is here. You just cross. Cross. Another thing, guys. One thing that, a variation that I like to do, instead I do like this, crossing like this, how he's already sit, you just step and complete that. You see that I don't let go the grip. I still have the grip. That's what make really effect. And also his block for both sides again. And now I have the leg even more. So we are here, sit. I'm here. And what I do with this leg is exactly what I do in the negative. Remember when you shift the leg down, you push down? So I'm going to do the same. I shift down and just step. And complete the same side. So, again, so I'm talking about when he sits front. But now, like I told you, the guy shift the hips a little bit so you don't have the angle for that. Some guys sit in the technical mount like this, so you don't have more that side. So even if I try, look, I'm already blocked. He's already blocked that side. So that's when we're gonna go for our negative side. So I'm gonna do the same approach, guys, because like I told you, if I just hold, he knows what's coming. If I just hold here, he knows how to move. So I'm kind of stuck in a way. So my thing is, as soon as he shifts the hips, same thing, guys. Both hands, head is gonna go straight to his body. And then you just sit and complete to the side. So when you guys do this, you guys lock his shoulder and lock his leg on the ground, so he doesn't have that mobility. The only thing he can do is bump over the shoulder, but when he bump, he's still here. He's still here. Look, I'm still here. I still have the control of his body. Switch the angle. Oh, look how I'm already going towards him. I go. Now Leo is going to start to create a little bit more resistance when I go. For you guys see what you can adapt here. Look, I can also pass in the standing. I'm standing here because I want to feel it for which side he's going to try to escape. That's why I'm here. So he's going to start to escape. I block the head until I complete the pass. So, of course, we can improvise a lot of body work, a lot of ways to get in the side position, to get in the cross side. But what you cannot improvise is the grips. The grips are the biggest key for this kind of pass. And you have to note and be able to be sensitive for when he shifts his body. Because that's when you're going to decide if you're going to go for the X pass or if you're going to go for the negative side of the X pass. And if you apply and start to do some drills, I recommend you guys, you sit, just do drills. Boom. Sit, just do drills. And then once you already get used to, you sit negative side, just here. I have some students that prefer to step the leg instead of that. They just do this and start to create the same circumstance for the pass. So it's up to you. You guys are going to start to develop from the drills the better way to do the same thing, because I cannot tell you guys, oh, this is the only way it's gonna work, this is the only way it's right, because I cannot take you guys from you guys your inspiration, your create to do the things in a different way, and sometimes it's a better way for yourself. So you have to be able to start to develop your own moves, because that's what is part of this. We plant this seed, and now you guys want to grow. So that's the plan when you talk about the X-Pass. Now we're going to take a look of a solution of a very common kind of guard, or kind of a hook that we call de la riva hook. That's some aspect that we have to mention that never been taught before. They're going to help you guys, especially the ones that don't want to deal with a lot of hips control, don't have that much ability, or the guy in the bottom has a lot of skills in the de la riva hook for the sweep. So we're going to take a look about some aspects, and then we include the X-Pass from the de la riva hook. Okay, so he's on the ground. He has the de la riva hook here. The biggest problem that the most of the people always have with the de la riva hook, they try to get away or get rid of the hook, forcing here in the leg that is the strongest one, the one that is really hard to move. So you don't have too much how to move from here, because every time you try any kind of drills, any kind of, some guys say, okay, twist the knee, but some guys have a very long leg and can reach you there and can make it really hard for you. And also, when you start to do any kind of pass, sometimes the guy kick your leg, and then you miss, and then he sit, and then he in fact put you in a lot of trouble. Let's see for a different angle. So okay, Leo put the de la riva hook. So a lot of people say, okay, just turn your knee outside. But the thing is, if the guy has a long leg or a strong hook, he's gonna keep pushing me in the knee, and I'm gonna start to miss, and I'm gonna lose my balance. And what's happened here, are gonna be really hard for me to get away from the hook. So the first thing, he get the de la riva hook, he's on me. First thing I have to do, like I always do, like Revolution said, keep the base, keep it simple. Okay, but the secret of the escape is not how you approach this leg, it's how you approach the other leg. The other leg is that gonna give you the solution for the hook. So the thing is, I'm on my base, I have it here, I have any kind of, we're gonna go through the hooks of this leg later. But first of all, we have to deal with what bothers us the most. That is the hook here. So the important thing is fight this leg. How are we gonna do this? I'm on the base, I'm here. My elbow is gonna get inside. As soon as I get my elbow inside, note that my elbow is gonna pinch here. Okay? And after you get used to, you can use the variation with the hand, because your goal is to stay here and step your left leg on hand. So I'm here, I'm going to do this. So I spread the hand, and automatically his hook is going to come out. His hook has no way, even if he put all the way, he has a very long leg, he's right there. As soon as I'm here and I step with the other leg inside, I break the hook. Because look from the back angle. You get the angle, you get the hook. Note that I'm not forcing, nothing here. Everything is in the other leg. I'm just going to use my elbow inside, I sit, and I step. I'm going to make it spread both legs. You know, put the hook here. So what I do, I just shift my way. I'm here, elbow inside, and you step inside of him. What happened? I make his legs and his hips be even on the floor. When you get the de la riva hook, you have to be side. When I step inside, I break this and make you do this. That's why you don't have the hook if you're still front. You have to create an angle to go with the hook. Base, elbow inside, step. Look what I create. Oh, Salvario said that I cannot be front. Yeah, I told you this. But the thing is, I told you this when you approach like this. Because I'm not going to get the hook happen if my knee is towards there before the hook get there. I don't need to wait. The people that get the hook is the people that drive the knee front. Then you get the de la riva. You see that when I approach in diagonal. That's why I go my leg. So put the hook. He doesn't put the hook. And when he start to put the hook, I get here. That's look how he is. He's all stretched. He doesn't have how to commit and protect the hook. So he put the hook. So what are we gonna do from that? From that, we're gonna apply all the variety of X pass that you just saw. So I'm here, my base, and one side, boom, I'm here. Look the grip, same thing. So what's gonna happen now? The leg is outside. Remember, I cannot apply the X pass there because the leg is totally outside. But remember that we have the negative side, exactly what I do. Remember the sit, remember the fall, that's what I do. And complete for the other side. You see that all the situations, you can apply the X pass, you can connect that, but you must have first the solution for all the kinds of hooks, all the kinds of lock that the guy in the bottom is trying to do on you. Why I didn't come for the right side? Because his block, like you guys saw, the leg was outside. I'm not able to cross. Every time the leg is outside, you're not going to cross. You're just going to cross if it's here or if it's inside. Then it's okay. Supposedly, you put the de la riva now inside. He's kind of doing this kind of hooks. Okay, it's very common too. Outside, then here inside. Is different. You guys saw that in the first time, when I get inside, the leg was there. So there's no X. But now the leg is here, and he still get the de la riva. So look the variation we're gonna do. We are here. What we're gonna do, your elbow is gonna drop, and your knee is gonna cross. Look what happened. I'm here, and my knee is gonna pass over his shin. Okay? Just like that. And what happened here is with the strong hook, I'm here, I'm this. What happened? Instead I go with my leg in and do this to break, I just shift the knee. But now, look what happened. Now I have the ability to kick the leg and finish in the X pass. Let's move a little bit. Yes, from here, this angle. De la riva hook. Now the hook is inside. We have a problem here. So what I want to, look, I'm side. I want to shift my body here to break the hook. You see that when I shift, my knee that is here, point there. So that's why it's not just this. It's with all the body. I'm here and I shift like this. I'm still here, but now I have my leg outside, so I can cross with the X pass. I'm here, same thing. I still cannot get the hook out. Knee drop. Knee drop. Let's hold tight. The knee drop. Now look, my foot's outside. X pass. One more time, let's go and review the first and the second one. We are outside. You Put here, elbow inside. Remember, look how I sit. When I cannot do this from high like this. When I put the hook, when I'm gonna do, I sit, elbow works, I step. Boom. Create the space. I cannot go for the X, so let's go for the negative side. Complete the pass. Now he has the hook, the arriba hook. Now the hook is inside. Knee drops. Just to create the space. Finish in the X pass. No matter which circumstance you're gonna opt for, you see that you still have the other side. It's not our main thing when you talk about this kind of hook, but you guys have to know that you guys have the other side. And if you guys practice the drills from the first and the previous movement, you guys gonna be able to apply for the other side, and you don't even need to repeat that, because once I'm here, he's outside, he's inside, no matter how he is, I break it here, every time I can fall. No matter the circumstance, I can fall. And also, guys, you don't fall here. No, it's in the side. The falling is for the side. People that try to fall here, they give in the body to the guy. So when you fall, you have to make sure that you fall here. You see how I'm out of him? I'm not here. Here, I'm still going to have my leg block. I don't want my leg block. That's why I sit towards his knee. That's the side that I want to sit. I break it here, look. Look, I don't give this. No, I shift my knee to the side. I just complete that. So what's going to make you successful to the X pass is how sensitive you're going to be for the changes that the guy in the bottom is going to do. So Leo tried to reproduce exactly what are going to be the common variations that the guys in the bottom is going to do. So you first have to be able to drill, because your timing in the X pass is the most important thing with the grips. So the grip is going to be easy for you guys get, but the timing to start to pass is that going to make you guys get the pass or not. And of course, most of the guys are going to try to block. We're going to come up with a lot of different ways to block, and I'm going to be really happy to answer this question, because I'm planting some seed now that I want you guys develop from that, and let's see what's going to come next. Okay guys, let's gonna take a look of the solution of a variation of the De La Riva hook when the guy trap your ankle. That has been a question of 99% of the people that train Jiu-Jitsu, and I think that I have the great pleasure to come up with this for you guys, because it's really simple. It's the same principle that we involve the negative side of the X pass, but now we're gonna add some extra things to make it successful. But first of all, let's gonna go through what people usually come up with. So I'm here, now he's gonna hold my ankle. Just holding the ankle change the whole scenario of the pass. Along the years, people have tried to break this with the hand, what already put you totally out of balance, out of base. People try to pull the leg, but at the same level, he's still trap your leg here. Some people try push the knee here, and then what happens, the other guys always push this leg back and then create another very strong hook and another thing. Some people too try to cross the knee here, but when you start to crossing, your legs, your ankle is still trapped. And some guys that already try to develop the right idea start to come up to the negative side, the side that we're going to work. And then what they do, even if they have a different grip, a different approach, they sometimes go over the neck, what I didn't like. Sometimes they try to manipulate the other leg, what I didn't like too. But they still at least going for the right direction, going for the negative side. But when they go for the negative side, what they doing, hold it. They are just lay down. What's happening, my leg and the hook is still trapped. He still have this angle to hold me here. And what has happened in the situation, as soon as I'm going to try to sit, he's just going to use my balance to spin around and get the sweep on me. So basically, what happened in this kind of situations, that when I sit here, look, go. I still don't have the balance that I need to complete the pass. So if you ask me, Saulo, but so what's the biggest thing that I have to deal with? As soon as you put, what is trapping you in the end? Is the hand and the ankle. That's what limitates what you can do in this situation. So the first thing, let's deal with this. Guys, no matter what you try to do, if you try to kick, if you try to pull, it's going to be hard, especially because you're going to expose yourself to another different of variety of sweeps, of submissions, of locks. So the first thing here, guys, let's go and return for our X-guard grip. Okay? Here. Keep the posture, keep everything the same thing. What's going to happen now, guys? My leg, my shin is going to do this job now. What's going to happen here? I'm going to shift like this. I'm just going to point my knee and I'm going to shift on the side of him. Remember, guys, we're not going to go towards him. You guys saw what happened when I go towards him. I gave him the lever to flip me over. So my thing here, out. What I do, I point my feet in that direction and I do this. That's going to be the reaction with the hands. Right here. That's going to keep going. He's here. I'm here. I twist. Look what happened now. He has a strong grip. He don't want to let my... Look what happened. My knee, my shin is going to push lower on his knee. I don't want to go over his thigh. No, he still keep the grip. I want to go under, below his knee. And what happened? I just drop it. When I drop, I smash his shin and his knee against his hand. That's when the grip is broke. So I'm here, you hold. Yeah, it's a lot of pain here because you drop your shin right in his shin. And so his hand start to squeeze. And his leg, he cannot tolerate the pressure. And also, I'm going to go. You see, Leo's already started to complain, but I'm going to go really easy. So when I drop here, look. He doesn't have the angle. Try to pull the leg, Leo. Up the leg. He don't go, especially because a lot of pain involved here on his shin and his hand, because my shins are all totally pressed. Let's see for a different angle. He holds. Here, look. Right there. That's when I create the pain. And here what I have left, negative side. That's when I create the space for the pass. For a different angle. See that in this situation, guys, no matter leg out, leg in, hook here, no matter where goes the hook, because the important thing is the other. So I hold, base, put your feet outside, drive it. Now it's a different fall. It's not like I'm falling with my butt like we did in the previous movement. Now when I fall for the negative side, the first thing that touches the ground is my knee. Because when my knee touches the ground, I break his grip. So I'm here, shift. Now I broke. Look what happened now. Now this leg is going to go all the way to the other side and my head going to drop down. A very important thing that I like to do is bring his leg back to give me more base in the situation. So watch out. A lot of the students of mine complain and they kind of frustrate to do this kind of technique because it's very painful if you do it really fast and put a lot of pressure on his shin and on his hand. So you guys watch out when you guys go really fast to don't hurt your partner. That's right here. So I recommend you guys, before you start to deal with the hands and with the fall, make some drills just right here. See if you guys are able to fall. And the important is, don't try to turn here. Try to spin first in the foot. Look, because now you have the direction. You have the direction to do this. And look, smash, smash, smash. Boom. Okay, now you finish to deal. You're already able to that. And now you add the hands. You hold it. And go to the side. Stay. And then you can ask me, but now Saulo, what about if his leg is a little bit high? Like this. So, I don't have that much. He's still here. So that's when you use a little bit our elbow to get rid of this. So he's here. I hold in the grip. But my elbow now, you see my elbow shift and push his knee. What's going to happen now? I do the same. Shift. Complete the situation. You have to make sure that his leg and his knee is below your knee. Because if the guy's kind of here, no, it's not the time for do this. Look, I don't have the, look. I don't have. I stood off mine, was doing this, and the guy was with the foot here. Man, it's not working. I say, yeah, but where is his leg? There is no leg. So you have to be able to put the leg down. That's when the position happens. If the leg is totally up like here, what I like to do, I like to push with my knee. The guy's kind of here trying some kind of sweep, this. What I do this. And then I get rid of the pass. Okay? Here, legs a little bit high. I'm here. Push elbow down. Shift the side. You see that I try to keep always my head on his chest because I don't want to fall. I don't want to fall here and follow my head here. That's why when I follow here, my body is not following here. My body follows here. It's just the knee. And then I complete the pass here. Okay? Time. You know that now, in this last few moves, Leo is already starting to let go of the hand because it's really painful to keep the hand holding the ankle. So when you guys try to apply for this kind of technique, make sure that the feet moves first, you drop the knee, you have the grips control, and don't try to go for the other side. The other side is kind of locked because the guy has your ankle. And all the problem in this technique is in the ankle. If you cannot get rid of the grip in the ankle, you don't have elements to go for the escape. So before that, start to get rid with the movement and then apply for the negative X pass. And I hope you guys have much fun with that.